Meta laying off another 10,000 workers. By now, you've probably already seen this news a million times. But here's what I noticed in this article. Recruitment teams are the ones that are getting impacted first. I know what you're thinking. Why do I care? I hate recruiters. They're the worst people ever. It's probably what a lot of people are thinking. But here's what it means to you. When recruitment teams get cut like this, it signals that these companies aren't looking to grow in the same way that they previously thought they would. Over the last 3 to 5 years, I have seen a lot of these tech companies in particular growing out huge internal recruiting teams because they thought that they were going to grow and they anticipated growth at a alarmingly fast rate. Now, obviously, they're laying off those recruiters, which means that they aren't looking to grow in the future. Now, this impacts everybody because it means that those jobs that are out there right now are going to get way more competitive. This means that you've got to have a really good resume, you got to make sure your LinkedIn profile is set, you've really got to rely on your network, and you've got to work really, really hard. It also means that you're going to anticipate longer and tougher job searches. So if you've just been unemployed, I would readjust the expectation of getting a new job right away. That may happen for some, but for most, it is going to be a long journey. So what I suggest is making sure that your resume tells a story of what you're looking to do, making sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date, everything is accurate, you've got a good profile picture, you've got information on what you do, because recruiters do check your LinkedIn profile. And then I would start going through my first connections and looking at who I know that's at companies I want to work at and starting to send them DMs. Now, you could send a normal short DM wanting to catch up, or you could send a voice note through the LinkedIn Messenger app. You can also send a video if you're feeling extra bold. The point is, the job search nowadays is a lot harder, it's a lot more competitive, and you really, really need to stand out. The last thing I'll say is we're gonna probably see a really tough 6 to 9 months. It's inevitable. We're just continuing to see layoffs. Companies are really looking to decrease the bottom line of their companies. The easiest way to do that is headcount. But this is only a moment in time. And I do always believe that the market's gonna shift from one place to another place, and it could happen in a year. So just keep your mind on that and know that this time isn't forever. What I would also advise is if there's a side hustle that you've thought about starting, start it now. You have the time. If there's a passion project that you've thought about for years and haven't been able to do, start it because you have the time. Definitely spend your time applying and networking, but don't spend all your time doing that. Spend some of your time trying to figure out other ways that I can supplement my income so when I get a full-time job, I'm not just reliant on one employer. If you want help with that, I'm happy to help out. Reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm going to be starting some resources for people who are looking to build an audience and monetize an audience.